For an architecture student, choosing an ideal laptop is as hard as choosing architecture as a course after class 12. Welcome to Thoughtful Folks, and today we are going to recommend you laptops that you can purchase or consider for your architectural studies. The recommendations are not only budget friendly but are also selected on the basis of 5-year smooth run. So let us begin with the general and basic requirements essential for your ideal laptop. We will try to solve all your general doubts and queries, so watch till the end and do subscribe our channel. Number 1. SSD or HDD or both. This is a genuine and expensive doubt for any laptop buyer. So the work of hard disk drive and solid state drive is the same. They both basically store your data. In SSD, data are stored in small memory chips, whereas in hard disk drive, there is a moving part known as the platter that stores your data there. Basically follows the mechanism of old gramophone. So the read and write mechanism works faster in SSD than hard disk drive. So SSD will give you faster boot time, faster closing and opening application, and extremely necessary for Photoshop and rendering purpose. Hence, for faster processing and retrieving data, SSD is always recommended for architects. Even the build quality is such that the damage is minimum in SSD and works lifelong. But the price of SSD in the market are way higher than hard disk drive. Like the price of 1 TB HDD is nearly 4,000, whereas SSD is approximately 10,500. So the budget friendly and useful recommendation will be use both. Yeah, for storing use hard disk drive, and for running the applications and Windows use SSD. The ideal combination would be 256 GB SSD and external hard disk drive of your own choice. Number 2. RAM. The work of RAM is to store the information that the system is actively using so that it can be accessed quickly. It is your system's short-term data storage. The more program your system is using, the more memory you need. RAM needs to be really fast. So it is recommended to use a good configured RAM, preferable 8 GB or 16 GB for the best performance of any company. Number 3. Graphics card configuration. Buying a graphics card for architectural rendering work is not a simple task, and here you go. The graphics card is responsible for rendering an image to your monitor or to the screen, and it does by converting data into a signal that our monitor can understand. The better your graphics card, the better and smoother an image can be produced on the screen, which is really essential. We have to use hardcore graphics software like Rhino, 3D Max, Revit or Vectorworks, all of which required a formidable graphics card. Thus, the ideal laptop for architects needs to have at least 4 GB VRAM GPU for smooth processing. But if you have budget, go for 8 GB. That's what my senior said. The laptop's full HD anti-glare TN panel display makes it ideal for use in variety condition from home to studio. The NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 graphics card is good enough for most architectural applications, while the black and red chassis is undeniably sharp. For those architects with a need for speed, add a good solid state drive and you should be all set. Number 4. Architectural softwares. We architects always like to use AutoCAD for drafting. For AutoCAD, the video card is what handles displaying the 2D and 3D models on the screen. Only 3D models requires anything more than a basic GPU. So put the money towards a faster CPU, SSD, more RAM and recommended GPU. SketchUp Pro is also a beloved application. SketchUp Pro only receives a minor boost to the performance by the graphics card. Therefore, we recommend that only a good NVIDIA GeForce graphics card is required for 3D modeling within SketchUp. Revit the boss. As a tool with BIM capabilities, Revit is more data intensive than AutoCAD. The latest version of AutoCAD and Revit have cloud computing capabilities, where key project files are hosted in a web database. This makes work more efficient while avoiding confusion of managing multiple file versions. And this boss needs all the recommended elements to run perfectly and smoothly. Number 5. The most important segment, AMD or Intel. Let's start with simple words. Any architecture student or professional architect will be running powerful CAD and modeling softwares. It is wise to get at least Intel i5 or Ryzen 5 or above to avoid any hassle. Now comes which processor, AMD or Intel. The Intel dominated market for a long time, but it's a neck and neck race since AMD brought out its 3rd generation Ryzen processors. An Intel Core generation processor has a higher average clock speed than AMD processors. This is especially useful if you like to work in one application, like a game or Photoshop or AutoCAD. Intel Core processors have a higher average price but are becoming more affordable and energy efficient in the higher end segment. Do you want a higher clock speed? Choose Intel. A 3rd generation AMD Ryzen processor has more cores and much more threads, especially in the high-end and pro segment. This ensures that you can perform many tasks at the same time. For example, video editing. An AMD Ryzen processor is generally more energy efficient and more affordable, except in the pro segment. Do you want to multitask and a good price quality ratio? Choose AMD. AMD has the upper hand when it comes to cores and threads. An AMD Ryzen is often slightly more affordable than an Intel Core processor, except in the pro segment. In conclusion line, we should say that if you have a good budget and don't want to experiment, then go for Intel. Above all, it's a trusted company. For an average user, the difference between them is really unnoticeable. For other users, beside an architect, you can be a game enthusiast or a crazy filmmaker. For that, you are recommended to choose higher graphics card, maybe 1650, 16GB RAM, Ryzen series is preferred, and obviously SSD is must. That will ensure you to play games with swift hands and render in Premiere Pro like an expert without any lag. The gaming laptops come with higher durability and useful thermal vents in them. They are designed differently from the normal laptop so that they can withstand any extreme high-performing games and software. 3 gaming laptops have been enlisted in our recommendation list. So let's see the recommendations of laptop list now, starting from 50k till 80k.
The following is the recommendation of laptops for students studying architecture. We have Acer Aspire 5, comes at the price of 54,978 rupees, having 512GB SSD, integrated Intel Iris graphics, 8GB RAM, and i5 11th generation available. This is the cheapest in our list. Mi notebook comes in both i5 and i7 Intel processors in the range of 55,000 to 60,000 respectively, having 512GB SSD, NVIDIA MX 350 2GB, 8GB RAM are available. The elegant looking laptop is ideal for any architectural rendering. HP 15s comes at the price of 58,000 having i5 1035G1 processor, 8GB RAM, 1TB HDD hard drive, Windows 10 with integrated graphics are available. The brand names makes it elegant. Acer Shift 3 comes at the price of 58,559 rupees, having Ryzen 5 4500U processor, 8GB RAM, 512GB SSD, Windows 10 Home, AMD Radeon graphics with pure silver color and 1.2 kg in weight. We have Asus VivoBook comes at the price of 59,490 rupees, having 8GB RAM, 512GB NVMe SSD, 32GB Optane memory, Windows 10, MS Office 2019 with silver blue color, and 1.35 kg in weight are available. Dell Vostro 15 3500 laptop comes at the price of 62,990 rupees, having 11th generation Intel Core i5 1135G7 processor, 8 MB cache up to 4.2 GHz, NVIDIA GeForce MX330 with 2GB GDDRS graphics memory with viewing colors, the stylish and recommended. Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 comes at the price of 68,000 rupees with touchscreen laptop, having AMD Radeon GFX Ryzen 5 4500U processor, 8GB RAM, 512GB SSD, and Windows 10 and MS Office. Now comes the gaming laptops. On number 1, we have Lenovo Legion, getting the Legion 5i with a 10th generation Core i5 processor and a better GTX 1660 Ti or higher graphic card with awesome thermal ventilation. The price is 70,000. Number 2, we have Dell G315 gaming laptop having 10th generation Intel Core i5 1030OH, 8 MB cache up to 4.5 GHz, 4 cores, Windows 10 Home, single language English. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti, 4GB GDDR6, 8GB DDR4, 2933 MHz, 1TB 5400 RPM, 2.5 SATA hard drive storage, having price of 73,490 rupees. HP Omen series. And last, we have HP Pavilion Gaming Laptop, AMD Ryzen 5 4600H, 8GB RAM, 1TB HDD hard drive plus 256GB Pixel SSD, 4GB NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti graphics with Windows 10 and FHD, having the price of 74,999 rupees.
All the product links are enlisted in the description box, kindly check them. Those laptops are just recommendation for your architectural studies with budget friendly and long-term uses assurance. Share your favorite recommendation in the comment box. Also comment the best and useful part of the video and tell us which laptop you are buying.